Hi guys, welcome back to the F and We Ball podcast.
My name's Hibo.
And I'm Kafia. And today we're doing a Am I the Asshole episode.
Guys, I'm addicted to watching these videos on YouTube. So it was only a matter of time before we had to do it ourselves.
No, literally.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't watch as much. I'm really, truly like... I keep on asking Hibo what to do.
Yeah.
But I do see it on TikTok and on Instagram Reels.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Instagram Reels is crazy.
I know.
I feel like genuinely I'm the only person who hasn't accepted Instagram Reels into their life. I feel like everyone has conformed.
And no, it's fun sometimes.
You guys are all sheep. I stayed with the OG.
I'm not mad about it.
I had to just stick with the OG because my Instagram Reels is a little bit scary because I don't use it. So I'm just like, what's happening here?
The Instagram comments are way more harsher on Instagram though. I'm not even gonna lie. You can get shit talked on there.
Oh, miskin. Yeah, I don't want to get posted on Instagram Reels. Don't ever take a sneak photo or a sneak video of me and post on Instagram Reels because I'll actually sue. I'll sue. Because sometimes I look at people but when people record like random people in public making fun of them, I'm like, you're actually evil. You're actually evil and mean. Why would you do that? That's so messed up.
I hate seeing that shit. But some people do blow up, like Alex from Target.
I know, but Alex from Target was just cashing people out. People are putting people's real life cracks on the internet.
That is true. Oh,
and they have no idea.
I think, but I don't even watch like other people. I watch like car accidents on Instagram. It's addicting. Deadass.
Oh my god, I do like dash cam footage.
Yeah,
so much fun.
Or even like police arresting videos. Okay,
that's why Hiba goes to sleep.
That's what we're gonna
watches body cam footage.
Who?
Hiba. She goes to sleep watching body cam footage.
Is that okay? Wow, that's not like listening to white noise. That's completely opposite.
Yeah.
Put it down. That's what she's gonna wake up to.
She's in a sweat. Oh my god, she thinks she's being arrested.
No, literally. Okay.
Yeah, so I've prepared a couple. Kafia's got a couple, I think.
I got one.
Okay, period.
So today, the star of the show is Miss Hiba. Hey! She held it together.
Yeah, so I've got 5 different ones, all different topics that I thought were interesting. I've skimmed through them, but I didn't want to spoil myself too much. So this is all new to me too, guys. So yeah, I'm gonna start with the first one, and it's titled, "Am I the asshole for ending a decade-long friendship after my friend announced her 5th pregnancy?" So from the title, would you think this person is the asshole or not the asshole?
That's such a like broad statement that it could go.
It could go either way.
Yeah, it could go really
Yeah. Okay. So my 44 female friend, 30 female, and I haven't spoken since New Year's of this year. It's currently June as of writing this. I'm hoping to keep the backstory short, but a lot of it is relevant. This is a really long story.
But first of all, can we just take in the 44 to 30 age gap?
Yeah, she's 44 and her best friend is 30.
So already I can see they're probably gonna be on 2 different lifestyles. Yeah, that's probably what's gonna be the problem.
Yeah. We met in 2016 when I was going through a brutally emotional, abusive breakup. Her then husband was the son of my ex's best friend. She was there when the Chernobyl level fallout happened, and we quickly bonded despite our age gap. She was sweet and thoughtful, always calling to check in on me. Bruh. I fell into a very deep depression after this breakup, coming by with food and a listening ear. At the time, her daughter was 3 and she was pregnant with her second child from her marriage. I was there for the birth of their son. Life continued on, saw each other almost every single day in some capacity. Her and her family, husband and both kids, would come by for hours to just chill and watch movies, hang out, eat. My depression still gripped me here and there, but she stepped up she stepped up in emotionally mature ways that I didn't expect from someone her age. So at this point, 2016, she would have been like 2021. Her friend. And then she would have been
a baby.
34, 33.
Oh, the person that's telling the story. Yeah. Okay.
So by 20.
So why was she talking about? I was shocked that she was emotionally mature. That's crazy.
Because she was 20.
Okay, that's
so true. She's still pretty young, you know.
Yeah.
A couple of years later, her and her husband split up. It was for the best, but neither of them handled it well. He was controlling and possessive, verbally abusive, and gaslit the crap out of her. Though now I realize she certainly wasn't faultless. Thus began the never-ending revolving door of unhealthy, equally abusive pseudo-relationships where she searched for validation she'd never find in all her poor choices.
Ooh. Okay, just to recap so I don't forget. The person that's going through the divorce is the older one.
No, the younger one. Right now, a couple years later, her and her husband, like her friend and her husband.
So the person that's telling the story is the older one?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
That's all I need to know. I was getting confused.
Yeah, so the older friend, they've known each other for like almost 10 years. The older friend went through a really emotionally abusive breakup. But her younger friend was there for her throughout it all. But then a couple years later, her friend and her husband split up. It was an emotionally abusive relationship. Okay. And then she went down the never-ending revolving door of unhealthy, equally abusive pseudo-relationships where she searched for validation she'd never find in all her poor choices. I stepped up. I became the second set of hands she needed in helping with the kids, the house, even the finances. We leaned on each other. We even got a job at the same place so we could spend even more time together. She met someone there, fell in love fast and hard, got pregnant early, and he bounced. COVID happened and our jobs disappeared. The company we were at went under shortly after. I stepped up my bestie game, appointments, diapers, groceries, bills, birthday parties, gifts, prescriptions, anything she needed. She even got me flowers and a card on Father's Day as a way to acknowledge my help with this third pregnancy. She had a healthy and happy baby boy. Life continued on. I met my now husband. She continued to date erratically. She asked if my new boyfriend had any single friends we could introduce her to. Big mistake. 2 months in and she's pregnant with baby number 4 and my husband no longer speaks to his childhood friend.
Oh, yeah. That one's crazy.
Yeah. This entire time she's relying on me more and more. Appointments, gas money, food, cash loans, birthday parties, gifts, Christmas money for the kids' medicine. You get the picture. I was loaning her money about 4 times a month, anywhere from $50 to $300 at a time. She always paid me back, but she always needed more than just a week later. We both borrowed. I also borrowed from the bestie bank when I needed a few bucks to cover a bill till the next payday, though I never borrowed quite as frequently as she did. Now at this point, things were more stable in my life. Emotionally and financially, my boyfriend and I were comfortable, so I always justified these loans and all the help I provided because I couldn't possibly understand how stressful it would be to be a single mom to 3 kids with one on the way. I know I skipped a lot of stuff, but at this point, we're 6 years into the friendship. At this point, she brings up the ideas of having her tubes tied after baby number 4 shows up, and I told her I thought that was a fantastic idea. She told me all about doctor's appointments and how they went, what the doctor said. After a while, baby number 4 had arrived and she was completely spread thin. 4 kids total, 2 kids in the last 2 years, and a messy custody battle with her ex-husband for her older two children. Oh. She still wasn't working. Naturally, she couldn't afford the childcare it would take to get a job. Plain and simple, she couldn't afford life anymore. She wasn't receiving child support from any of the 3 fathers. Her pride stopped her from going after them for any help. Instead, she had me. At this point, I had yet to experience a time in my friendship with her where she wasn't pregnant or breastfeeding. We've never hung out without kids around, never a dinner out, no girls' nights. So many kids. The last 2 years have been exhausting and loud. I pulled back. I stopped answering her constant phone calls. I replied to her texts once a day or every other day. I started voicing to her how one-sided this friendship felt, how I really needed some grown-up only visits with her to kind of resuscitate our friendship. She would come by with the kids and fall asleep immediately on my couch, leaving me to mind the kids. She had done this a lot over the years. but 1 or 2 kids I can handle, not 2 babies and 2 older kids constantly fighting.
Yeah.
She was never happy. Every call or text conversation was some kind of drama. The current guy she's been seeing has cheated on her repeatedly. He's lied to her, manipulated her, gaslit her, abandoned her for weeks at a time. Every single call was drama drama. And she's had 4, 5, maybe even 6 pregnancy scares with this man in the last year. Clearly she wasn't being safe. She claimed to the high heavens that she was, but I knew she was lying, and it infuriated me.
How do you have a pregnancy scare if you're being safe?
No, literally.
Okay.
I'm also 100% positive that 2 of those pregnancy scares were a lie she made up facilitating a miscarriage to guilt him into staying with her and to keep me on the hook. My anxiety and blood pressure were through the roof. She still hadn't gotten the procedure to prevent more pregnancies, and I started to notice the inconsistencies in a lot of her stories about doctor's appointments and whatnot. She was always lying to me. I'd call her out on it, and she'd gaslight me, saying I must have misunderstood. I was definitely absent. Our friendship had devolved to sending memes, reacting to them without replies, and maybe a quick phone conversation once a week. I finally decided that I just hadn't nothing left to give. I was discussing with my husband how I would even go about breaking things off without feeling like I'm abandoning her, when just around New Year's I get a call. She says she's pregnant.
Oh
again.
My God. This girl needs she needed to tie those tubes. What happened to that?
For real.
Oh my God.
And I just let her have it. I fumed until I was crying. I could not do it anymore. 5 kids by 4 different fathers. You can't even afford the ones you have now. I finally unleashed all of the frustration all at once that I'd been simply addressing in small doses over the last few years. I said I was done, for good and for real this time. I was done. We haven't spoken in 6 months, but she still owes me close to $400 that I'll never see again. Sometimes I think I miss her. I know I definitely miss her kids, but I do not miss even a little bit of the constant drama and anxiety I felt every single day. Was it right to finally walk away? I'm only questioning my actions now because I have so much guilt for leaving her to fend for herself. I mean, clearly she's fine, she's alive, but taking care of herself is not something I've ever seen her do. I filled out all her applications for stuff. I wrote resignation emails for her. I wrote resumes and cover letters for her. I applied to jobs for her. I made phone calls for her. I wrote breakup texts and entire conversations with other men for her. Please tell me how much of this situation makes me the asshole. Thanks for reading. I'm done rambling. Whoa.
She's the asshole.
Wait. The person who wrote this is the asshole? No, her friend, right?
Her friend is the asshole. And
yeah, it's like, she's not the asshole.
Okay, let's. What do you think about it? Because I don't want to just end it on she's the asshole, because it's way more deeper than that.
I think 10 years of taking care of someone and someone's children who are not yours, and who like you've never really built a friendship with outside of you being a mother, and knowing that this person never signed up for this is kind of crazy, and it is kind of exhausting. I feel like I too would be exhausted. Like, I get being a mother is really hard, but at the same time it seemed like the friend was taking advantage of her, being like, okay, well, it doesn't matter if my baby daddy comes back because I have my best friend who could just do all this stuff for me.
Yeah, that was what shocked me. Was how dependent she became on her. And I get it. I think 100%. I will never shame a mom with multiple like baby daddies and stuff like that. Things happen, but usually when those things happen, it clearly, it's not that I don't want to say that she didn't have self-respect, but she, at the same time, like, she went through a really bad traumatizing experience with the breakup. You can see that she was definitely not okay. She was not okay. And instead of like, you know, like, yeah, you have a kid, and I know it's hard to get help outside of your friend, but she definitely should have, while her and her friends were still really cool, she should have gave like her friend like, oh, like, can you babysit? I got therapy. I feel like all these problems probably could have been avoided if she got the help that she needed, instead of relying on her friend. Because what do you mean that she did not put no type of anything in you to give make you have a child? So why is she caring for them? And the fact that she's taking, okay, here's my thing with borrowing money. Okay, borrowing money is fine, especially if you're older, right? Like right now, like it's not like it's ever gonna get that deep because we're not borrowing that much money, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But like when you're older, you have bills to pay and all these things, and it's like, oh, if you don't have that money, you're done living. You know what I'm trying to say?
It's like, so it's like putting you in a really bad situation.
Exactly. So the fact that she clearly knew that she was always asking for money and stuff like that without trying to find a solution about asking for money and stuff like that, because it's like, how do you feel no shame? Like the fact that it's like the girl has to like, she gets her money back, but it's the constant like, oh, can I have that money? You know how much anxiety that would fill me if I'm hearing that constantly? I like, genuinely, I wouldn't mind letting people borrow money here and there, because that's life. That's effing life. Not everyone's gonna have, we're not rich, we're not the 1%. You know what I'm trying to say? But it's the fact that it's like she'll hear that probably once a week, and that's anxiety inducing. Because what about that girl?
No, literally, like,
what about her well-being?
Like she says that she sometimes has to borrow money from her because she has bills that she needs to pay. So the fact that she's borrowing money from her constantly, I would be like, well, damn, it's like I got 5 kids, but like she feels like she has to do it because it's like, oh, if I don't give her the money, then she doesn't have any support from any of the baby daddies.
Her fault.
Exactly. But like, you kind of feel guilty because you're like, oh my God, if I don't give her this money, it's like I'm taking money away from these kids that probably need it.
Yeah, that's the hard part.
I get where the friend is coming from, because I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I would fall down this rabbit hole of like constantly like enabling your friend into just being super dependent on you just because you keep just doing these things for them, because you want to take care of your friends, especially in her situation. It's like a very complex situation because she got so many damn kids, but at the same time, you actually just need to stand up for yourself and be like, I can't do this no more. You're actually draining me of all of my resources. You're draining me of all of my emotions. Like I feel like I'm mothering not only you but your 6 kids, and then you're also on top of that lying to me about pregnancy scares, and lying to me about getting your tubes tied, and lying to me about miscarriages, and that's like so disrespectful in my opinion, because how can you be friends with someone for 10 years and constantly be lying to them about these types of things?
And I thought it was like crazy at the beginning where she's like, oh, we would be with each other 24/7, because like I'm like not the type of person that can be around people 24/7, but like again, I don't know their dynamics, but again, I feel like that should have been like a
red
flag when like people that can't be alone, and it shows that they're gonna be very dependent in the future. You know what I'm trying to say? For not just emotional dependency, but for financial dependency and all these other things. It's really sad.
It's really it's stressful. This girl, I feel like you leaving shouldn't have been like any sort of drama, because like she needs to get her shit together. She is the one who has 6 kids.
5.
No, I think she's pregnant with her 6th. Yeah, this is the 6th. She needs to get her shit together. She needs to figure out how to get child support. She needs to figure out these things, because it's gone past the point where you can teach her how to do these things.
Because the fact that she was doing all those like the paperwork. That's
grown. Crazy. You're literally this is paperwork for your children. This is paperwork so that you can succeed in the future. Like, and you're not doing any of it. That's crazy. What do you mean I'm texting men for you? Like, that's crazy. You have no sense of like of anything. You have no sense of responsibility, of independence. And I feel like once you become a parent, you have to be pushed into that. Sorry.
And also the fact that she was giving her Father's Day's gifts and like relying on her for Christmas money. Sorry, that's crazy. That's what a husband should do. And if you don't have the husband, be an independent woman.
Yeah, don't give me a Father's Day gift because I'll beat you in the face.
No, literally, I'm like, okay. But also at this another point, I want to say it from so yeah, 100%. I don't think
not the asshole.
Oh, what do they call them?
OP.
OP
is not the asshole.
OP is not the asshole. But I do think because I don't know if she ever had a conversation with her at all at the same time. I feel like this could have been avoided if there was her conversating that like, I'm not gonna help you anymore, but I still want to be your friend at the beginning.
She did say that she'd been when she finally told her, I finally unleashed all of the frustration all at once that I'd been simply addressing in small doses over the last few years.
Oh, okay.
If your friend doesn't get it from those small doses, I'm sorry, you don't care about your friend.
Then yeah, she's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you don't listen to your friend, you don't value your friend. You are simply using her.
No,
you're simply using her to.
She didn't see her as a friend at all.
Yeah,
she saw her as a
baby daddy.
Children.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be my friend's baby daddy. I didn't sign up for that.
No, literally, I would love to see all my friends as kids in the future and all that. Yeah. I would love to hang out with them. Maybe like 2 times a week.
Yeah.
Even then, like, we're probably gonna be in such different lives in the future that will be hard to. Anyways.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I'll be buying your kids like birthday gifts and like visiting them on, I don't know, Christmas, Thanksgiving, whatever it is.
I thought you Christmas.
me at the family Christmas dinner. But I'm not. Don't get me a Father's Day gift and don't make me fill out your forms for you. I have to do that on my own for my own shit. You should figure out how to do that for yourself. You are responsible for children, for human beings. You should be able to do these things.
I'm still shocked.
Like, that's crazy. And now you're what, 30? You're 30 years old. Hey, the frontal lobe has developed. Get your shit together.
Yeah, no, literally. Wow, that one was a crazy one.
Yeah, the unanimous vote was not the asshole. Everyone's like, bro.
Yes. We're on the right side of history.
No, literally. Like, don't piss me off.
Because that's crazy, actually.
Yeah. That one really, really made me upset. That one was the only one that I read the full part of. The rest of them, I only skimmed through it.
That was crazy, actually.
Yeah. Do you want to read yours?
Okay. Let's see if it's good. Guys, I literally just read the title. Don't know if it has any, like, drama to it. Am I the asshole for yelling at my dad for getting my sister business class tickets, but not me? Okay. So from that, like, do you think he's the asshole?
No, because why are you getting business class tickets for my sister and not me? What do you mean?
Like, me, I'm thinking, like, it was probably like a birthday gift or something, okay?
Maybe, yeah.
Like, maybe that's like what we can say for the dad. But then if it's not, then, that'll be unfair.
No, I'd be mad too. Okay? I'd be mad too.
For context, my family is going on vacation to China. It's important to note that me, 17 female, and my mom, 47 female, are going to China earlier than my sister, 14 female, and my dad, 52 male. Did I have to say male? Okay, because it's like saying their genders.
I guess so, yeah.
Okay, but anyways, because she has a camp she wants to attend. So my father and my mother booked tickets separately. My dad decided to use all of his frequent flyer points to upgrade him and my sister to premium economy on the way there, 12 hours, and business class on the way back, 14 hours. He sent a message after he did this to my family group chat without discussing it with anybody. My mother... This sucks. I can't read. Okay, wait. Let me try this.
You got this. Okay. Read it slow if you need to.
My mother responded asking if she should also upgrade to business class, which would leave me alone in economy because she wasn't planning on upgrading me. I was already really upset that my father had upgraded my sister and him without asking about it or considering other options. And then
how old is the girl and how old is her sister?
She's 17 and
her sister's 14?
Her sister's 14. Okay. So the big 3, and you know them.
Not big enough.
No, but like,
I'm saying, if it was a little kid, I'd be like, okay, yeah, get in business class with me. Your mom and you and your mom can go sit back there. But she's only 17 and her sister's 14.
No, that's what I'm saying. That I'm saying like 17 and 14, you still have that age hierarchy, and it's like in our minds at that age, it's like you're literally a baba. Why are you getting what I should be getting? You know what I'm trying to say? So I was already upset that my father had upgraded my sister and him without asking about it or considering other options. And then to see that my mom was just ready to upgrade herself and let me be the only one not in business class.
Yeah, she's wrong for that.
I know this sounds super bratty, but I don't mind being in economy, and I'm glad we get to go on vacation. Anyhow, my father told my mom that because we booked the tickets together, she has to upgrade both of us. My mom then realized she doesn't have enough points to do that, but she had enough to upgrade both of us premium economy, so she did that. I don't know what. Okay.
Instead of business, she has enough points for premium economy but not enough points for business class, which is what the dad and the other sister have.
Okay, also I'm telling you now, when I read out loud, I don't
you don't register what's happening?
I don't register what's happening.
Dude, when people are reading something out loud to me, I actually have such a hard time trying to like process what they're saying. Yeah. So it's taking a lot of mental work for me to understand.
And I'm really struggling here. Anyways.
But I'm following along.
This is the next paragraph. Anyways, when I got home, I tried to confront my parents about this. I asked how they could do that without even trying to find a fair solution for this. My father just told me that life isn't fair. My mother said that I'm selfish and the asshole for not being happy for them for getting to be in business class. What the frick?
Oh my god, I can't.
This is when I started to lose it. How is it selfish that I just want to be treated equally as my sister? They could have worked out a fair solution, but they didn't even try. Like, my father could have gifted some of his points to my mom so that she also could have upgraded both of us to business class too. In this case, we would have all flown there in economy back in business. I don't understand how they don't see how it's unfair that my sister and my father upgrade. This is really repetitive. Mm-hmm. Get upgraded for both ways, and I'm also having to correct as I read. So
because sometimes it's like a little bit cray what they write.
And they wouldn't have even upgraded me if my mother wasn't forced to. I don't get how they could tell me I'm selfish for not being happy when they would have upgraded everyone but me without a second thought. I told them that it's bad parenting giving another child so much more, and just the fact that she's having to parent her parents is crazy to me, and just stating the other child should be happy about it. Even my sister agreed with me, stating that their behavior was rude. I think my parents can use their points on themselves because it's their money, and I wouldn't mind if they only upgraded themselves. It's just the fact that they have 2 children and they would leave the other one out when there were other solutions. Also, I'm actually not jealous about my sister. I'm just hurt. They wouldn't try to work out a solution. This truly isn't about me complaining about being in a common economy. I don't care about that. I'm just sad that they would treat us differently. Am I being dramatic here? Am I the asshole for yelling at my parents? For clarity, because I wrote it wrong at first, my father and my sister are flying premium economy there and business back. My mom and I are flying economy there and premium economy back. We're going there with different flights but back on the same flight. And I forgot to mention, I don't know if it's important, but this is a family trip and I'm half Chinese, so we go to China every year or every other year to visit relatives. The solution that they could have done, my father gives my mom points so that she can upgrade us to business. This way both fly there with economy and back with business. Also, about the yelling, I did approach my parents calmly to ask about it. It was after they called me selfish that I started to raise my voice. They did too. Many people have noted that I get to go on vacation earlier, but I'll make something clearer. My sister doesn't like China that much. She doesn't like big cities. She wouldn't go if it wasn't for seeing relatives. Okay.
You are not the asshole. Your parents are actually evil.
Yeah.
No, your parents are actually evil because first of all, if you guys are going to China every year, okay, and it's already not feasible for everyone to go business class because just like financially that's not responsible. Mm-hmm. Why are you going in business class in the first place? It's all of us in economy or none of us.
Like they could have done a trip together, mom and dad.
Yeah.
Like, but what I'm not getting though is the fact that the mom was able to upgrade and she wasn't, but like she didn't have enough points to upgrade all the way to business for the both of them. That's what I'm understanding. So she had to take economy something.
Or like premium economy.
Premium. Yeah. Okay.
And her mom thinking she could just leave her daughter there. You're actually crazy. You're actually sick in the head. You're actually sick in the head. Because what do you mean you're gonna leave your 17-year-old daughter in economy while you're getting so lit in business class laying down?
No, but
you're
the thing
crazy.
is, it's not even that. Like, they have to realize that the whole family is like what they were gonna do. The whole family is in business class, and it's at that point, it's like it's not even like, oh, we did this because we are able to, and it's like it has nothing to do to make you feel lonely. Yeah, but like, damn, that would hurt my. That would hurt my
what do you
feelings.
mean? Oh yeah, she's just not allowed to come. Like, we don't have enough for her to come, so we're just gonna leave her there.
Crazy to me. I would have been sobbing.
Yeah, I actually would have been so upset. You're actually not ridiculous at all for getting upset at this. You were not being dramatic at all. Your parents are actually just rude.
They're actually messed up.
They're like hey, I don't want to say that anybody's parents don't like them, but your parents don't like like, you have to just not like them. Because the thing is, you could have had, if it was like, okay, you guys, it's gonna be a stressful trip, you and the dad can go business, let the two sisters go economy, like let them stay together. However, I do know that they are like, the dad and the sister are coming later than them, so they're going on different flights. Okay, so everybody gets business flights going there, and then we can all take economy back. You don't have to be that dramatic. You don't have to be that silly. You guys are upgrading your tickets anyways. Might as well add a couple extra bucks to it. It's either that or we all stay in economy, so that we can have some more points, so that next family vacation we can all go business class. Like, don't piss me off.
That's crazy.
It's one thing if it was like, if I was going on vacation with my mom and me and like my sister, and both of us are in our 20s, and my mom is a lot older than us. If she wants to take business class, she can take business class. I can fend for myself in economy. But it's the fact that she is just a kid.
Yeah, they're actual children.
Yeah,
that's the crazy part. I would be I would be so pissed off. I would even be mad. Like, first of all, the dad saying that she's an asshole. What the fuck?
Like, your dad's actually sick in the head.
Like, that's crazy. How are you angry at a literal child?
Yeah.
For saying that it hurt her feelings.
Yeah.
Like, that's all it was. Like, it generally just hurt her feelings that the family did not try to like include her in something. That's exciting. Yeah. That's so effing exciting. Imagine being 17 and not being able to experience that. You don't have that frontal lobe to be like, dang, I don't care. Like, she probably really, really wanted to do it. I would have been pissed if I were her.
And I think it's also like she said, she didn't care that she wasn't flying in business class. It's the fact that they said that she couldn't. And they were like, nah, bro. Nah. It feels very dismissive and just like, okay, what am I, chopped liver? Like, what am I doing here then? Actually, how about you guys go on vacation, leave me at home? Because me at this age, if everyone in my family wanted to go business class, but they're like, oh, Hibo can't go business class, I'd be like, okay, then I'm not coming. Sorry. I'm not going to be chilling in economy by myself. It's not even the fact that I have to fly economy or whatever. I only fly economy. That's all I can afford. But the fact that everybody else can go on business class and they want to exclude me, that's just plain rude. At this age, I would have been pissed off. Literally. But imagine being a 17-year-old girl and your parents being like, nah. So your 14-year-old sister is going to come business class with us, and your mom could fly business class, but because she can't upgrade both of you guys, I guess she'll do premium economy, only because you brought it up.
That's crazy.
Like, her mom deadass would have left her.
No, literally, that
You're
was
actually sick in the head. Mind you, you guys go to China every year. You know what it's like in economy. Stay in economy. Don't be stupid.
And it's 14 hours and 16 hours. Like, no one's clocking that. Like, the fact that that's such a long flight, like, you would want to be comfortable.
Exactly. Like, and you also, it's like, you'd want to be comfortable, but also you'd want to be with your kid.
Yeah, I don't know. The parents are the assholes.
Yeah, the parents are evil.
The two sisters, they have the sister bond because apparently they found a solution at the end. Let me see what their solution was at the end. Wow. Their solution update. Me and my sister came up with the solution. My sister and my mom are gonna swap seats on the way back. This way, my sister is still gonna be in premium economy on the way there, and I won't. But at least it'll be more fair this way. I still feel a bit upset with my parents for not putting in effort to think of themselves, but I'll get over it. I'm glad that my sister sided with me, which I knew she would, because I would have done the same for her. Which, why the frick are the children doing the right things? No,
literally, why are the children so normal in this situation, and the parents are acting like children?
No, literally, they're acting like freaks. The script is flipped.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
Your parents are actually evil, and actually I can't wait until you turn 18, leave.
Emancipation.
Yeah, leave.
That's what I would do.
No, literally, once you have the chance, go off to university, go off to college, and actually say goodbye, you guys, because they're actually evil.
Yeah, like, just imagine.
And then sometime in the future, you guys can reconcile. But, like, as of right now. And think
about the character development you'll get. Like, you'll be able to tell people,
my parents are crazy.
Yeah, like I had to leave my house. Yeah. like character development.
It's neglectful and also emotionally abusive to be like, I don't know why you're being so dramatic about this. It's not even that serious.
I hate that. I hate that.
If someone is getting emotional about something, you can't tell them, why are you being so dramatic?
Yeah.
Hey, it's not dramatic if I'm experiencing the emotion. If I was acting out the emotion and pretending, that would be dramatic. But I'm not. I'm actually crying. I'm actually crying and throwing up. So now what? It's not dramatic. It's my real life experience.
Literally, I'll do snakes on the plane. I'll bring the snakes on the plane.
I'll bring the snakes on the plane.
And that plane's going down.
Yeah. I get the snakes on the plane. I would steal all the parachutes and I'd go out in the parachute myself.
Yeah, you're all done. That's how dramatic I can get.
Yeah.
Like, you're calling me dramatic. This is drama.
This is drama. I'll make it crazy.
No, literally.
Oh, that stressed me out. I did not like that one. Those parents are evil.
That's so sad. At 17, you're experiencing that like you're a baby.
Yeah. Okay. Next one.
Okay, drama. Theater.
Yeah. This one is titled, Would I be the asshole for telling my African American friend that she can't gatekeep my culture? Well, damn. Now I actually couldn't tell you. Who's the asshole.
Okay.
That she can't gatekeep my culture.
That is it's the African American friend that's gatekeeping the culture.
I don't know.
Okay, just tell me. I need to know what the culture is. What's going on.
Yeah.
Imagine I'm white.
Yeah.
And she gotta leave.
Oh my god, imagine.
Okay, continue.
Okay. So I, female 26, am of Asian descent. I won't specify which, just for a little privacy. I have a very diverse group of friends, some white, a lot not. We all hang out and honestly have very few issues apart from the usual ones that friends have occasionally. The problem arose the other day where a video circulated of one of my white male friends that has taken some time off work to travel through different parts of Asia. He visited my home country and while there dressed in some of our cultural clothing while attending some events. Now the clothes are very comfortable and suited for the climate and he has continued to wear them on his journey. For context, my culture gets very excited when people want to wear and use our clothing. It makes us feel appreciated, seen, and celebrated. Not only would he have had the full blessing of anyone who he met while in my country, but he also would have the approval of every person on my community here. The only people who had an issue were some of my African American friends. They were outraged on my behalf and left some very insulting comments on his videos and in our friends' chat. When I clarified my culture's views and my personal ones, most of them calmed down and apologized. One girl, however, won't stop. She calls him a colonizer, full of white privilege, and keeps assuming the right to tell him he can't wear the items despite any comments otherwise. Would I be the asshole for telling her bluntly to drop the subject and that I find her outrage and hatred more offensive than my male friend wearing the clothes?
I declare none of them are the assholes.
This one's a little bit nuanced.
Yeah, I was trying to use that word earlier, but I didn't know if it meant the right thing. But anyways,
I think obviously okay, these are my thoughts. Mm-hmm. You are of Asian descent. You have a completely different culture. In your culture, it's very common for you to share your clothing and things like that, and that's normal for you, and that's how you guys view your culture as something to be shared. On the other hand, African Americans have an experience where their culture is is taken and not shared, and so they're like, okay, this seems wrong because I'm seeing it from my experience. You're seeing your perspective from your experience, and I get it if you were to tell the person and they like, when you told your friends and they like backed off, that's understandable. But the person who still didn't get it, I feel like maybe just, I don't know, have a private conversation with them, because you're like I get it, it's annoying that like she keeps going in on this subject, but like you have to see it from a point of view of her wanting to defend it and wanting to defend your culture, and also because she is seeing it see this happening from a white man who historically has appropriated or been really weird about Asian culture. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I basically wanted to say. I think the friends that are African American calling out cultural appropriation of the white male friend about like, you know, whatever he was wearing has to do with a lot of generational trauma. Like it's like, I guess they were trying to, what you're saying, like they were just trying to defend it from that perspective, but at the same time the friend continuing it after she's declared, hey, like it's fine, it's very common for our cultures to be shared, and it's like, and stuff like that, she should have just backed off from there. But again, I think it's another conversation to show, they need another conversation to really like explain why what she's doing is becoming offensive. Because like having somebody, because you know when something is yours, this is her culture, and having somebody kind of defend her culture and stuff like that, even though she's explicitly said, I don't like, we don't do that, it's like almost like this is like, it's like her possession almost, and it's like she's like almost, I don't want to say digging her claws into her possession, but it's like she's almost trying to like, she's say like you're wrong, you're wrong, I know more about you. That's why I get why the Asian friend is more like is upset about it, but at the same time it's literally just two different cultural views. I think that's where they're clashing, honestly, and it's gonna be hard to not clash when they're both from groups, people of groups, what's the marginalized groups, they're both from marginalized groups, so it's gonna be hard for them not to put their own experience, their own cultural appropriation experiences behind it as well. So I don't know, it's a little bit complicated actually. I don't want to say she's the asshole though. I don't want to say she's the asshole, but also there was something I was gonna say, but no, I forgot about it. Anyways, there is an update. Yay, I love updates. Firstly, thank you all for the replies and support. A lot of the people said she was not the asshole, and that the other friend was stepping on her toes. Yeah, a little bit. You can say that. Firstly, thank you all for the replies and support. It was all most appreciated. Sorry if I've not replied, blah, 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 blah. Those using it as an excuse to air aggressive views towards her ethnicity, I'm sorry, but that's not the purpose of this post. Period. Not what I'm looking for. Yeah. I love that. To the update. I met her in person last night. We sat and talked about the situation and my culture's views. She did promise to stop her comments, but thought I was being extremely naive about my attitude to our mutual friend. Overall, it wasn't a very productive conversation, and as she brushed off the concept of my country, encouraging the sharing of our culture, and said that our view of white people was unrealistic, I mentioned that we'd had our own versions of appropriation issues and aggression from many cultures that also was brushed aside as though it had no bearing. I'm not sure I'll continue my friendship with her, as it does seem to be more of a deep-seated hatred. Yeah, at that point she did her part. I would just drop the friendship. You're doing too much. The fact that you're saying I'm naive about my own culture is crazy to me, actually, because you don't know my culture more than I know my culture. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, do you have a degree on it? Show me the degree then. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. And it's like, because we don't know what Asian Asian ethnicity she is.
Yeah.
But from knowing like the more popular cultures from Asia, like Sudan. What? Sudan?
Sudan's in Asia, guys.
I meant to say South Korea. I said S and S.
Yeah. Period.
South Korea, Japan. I know like mostly the Eastern countries. I know the Southern countries and what's in the Southern countries?
Like Southeast Asia and South Asia, like
South Asia is
like
the India and Pakistan.
Yeah.
And then Southeast Asia is not China. It's Philippines,
like Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand.
Okay, so I don't know all their cultures.
Yeah.
But from what we see on the internet and stuff like that, you can see what they don't like, what these like cultures don't like as what these cultures take as a cultural appropriation, like wearing their clothing in a sexualized format. Like there are like actual examples for them to like be like, hey, but dude was just wearing actual cultural clothes in the countries that he was in, and for good reasons, because it was comfortable. It's like us, like if somebody told me, like somebody that weren't Somali saying, oh, I seen this girl wearing a bati. What are you gonna say? First of all, batis, you can't really defend batis. Batis are worn all over Africa. But anyways, if I seen like a white person wearing a bati, okay, that's not my business. It's not my business, actually.
I don't know. I do like, if I were the friend, I would have also been like, bruh, another white person doing another stupid, like just doing white people shit where they just go to other people, like. It's so complicated because from a black person's perspective, it is completely different than like an Asian person's perspective based on whatever type of Asian you are, I guess. Like different types of Asian people have different perspectives on it. But if someone were to tell, like, I know in those cultures, it is very like common to share your culture, to want to welcome people into your culture. But there is that like mental block where you're like, I've never experienced people appreciating my culture the same way that they appreciate yours. So it just seems very unrealistic to me. And she was being like, the friend was being really defensive because she's assuming she doesn't know enough about her experience, like why she would be like, no, this is still disrespectful. But then also it's like, you should still listen to your friend because you will never experience what it is like to be a part of her culture, just like she'll never understand what it's like to be a part of your culture. You know?
Yeah. I think it's a different situation again because she's African American, and whatever African American people have created in America after they were stolen from their countries has been ripped away from them, like with music, for example. Rock, all of that has been now seen from like a white person's perspective, right? So they have their culture always stolen in the country where they are like basically originate from. You know what I'm trying to say? But when people travel to these new countries, to experience the culture, it's very, very normalized to immerse yourself in the culture. But then if the white guy brought this culture to America,
then it'd be a different thing.
Then it would be so fucking effing weird. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
like,
why are you coming back and acting all brand new?
You know what I'm trying to say? That's
put your board shorts back on.
Yeah.
Put your board shorts and your polo shirt on.
And I think that's where she doesn't understand it. Like truly, that's
I think it's just her like being just a bit like just stubborn
and kind of closed-minded on the situation.
So you're not the asshole. She is like, she's like the asshole, but in like a girl, just go figure it out. She has
experience. She has experienced racism and is a bit defensive. I think that's what she's just not open-minded to the other girl's culture. And that's also a form of discrimination. I'm not gonna defend her on that part. But she's also, I feel like she's just not. She's a little bit ignorant. That's her biggest problem.
So yeah, honestly, maybe being friends is not the move anymore. I think maybe just like separate yourselves. It's fine. But yeah, a lot of people say not the asshole. I feel like I had an experience with someone who was trying to explain to me the concept of something in Islam. They're not Muslim. They were trying to explain to me the concept of something.
I want to know. Oh, okay.
Trying to explain to me a concept in Islam.
Oh my God,
that I explicitly know.
I'm so mad.
I have the facts to back it up. Like, I know I've learned this as a young child. And this person was like, no, you're wrong. Like, no, like, do you want me to explain it to you? Like,
what? That's crazy to me.
I understand where this person's coming from, because you don't know. Hey, try being in my shoes for a day. You don't know what it's like. And like, maybe you have your own skewed ideas of what someone's culture is, or in this case someone's religion is, but you will never, like, you don't have the same experiences that I have as a Muslim person. You don't know better than me. I know better than you.
Literally,
you are listening to propaganda, but not me. So yeah, I kind of related to that, because I was like, bruh,
that would have pissed someone off. I
was actually so mad. I actually had to change the subject, and I had to just go.
No, good for you.
I was actually so annoyed.
Remove yourself from the problem.
I was genuinely so annoyed. And I'm just waiting for the day that they bring that back up, because I'm like, don't gaslight me, because I'll beat the crap out of you. No,
literally, get a degree. Get an effing degree before you talk. Get a degree,
and then you can talk to me.
Like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of people.
Don't piss me off.
Literally.
This one's kind of funny.
Okay, go.
Okay, it's titled, "Am I the asshole for asking my husband's Italian friend to cook for herself and told her I would not eat her food?"
Wait, reread that?
Am I the asshole for asking my husband's Italian friend to cook for herself and told her I would not eat her food?
So basically, she's asking her,
cook for yourself, don't make me no damn food.
What the fuck? Sorry, I'm confused. I'm so confused. Like, okay. Just read the whole thing. I don't understand this.
Alrighty. My husband's friend My husband's friend flew in from Bellagio, Italy a week ago, and as much as I tried, I could not make her happy with any type of home cook or even restaurants in Melbourne. Took her out to restaurants. We wanted to introduce her to the variety of food that we have. No sushi, no Thai food, no Chinese, because Italian food is the best. We went out for Italian food 3 days in a row. She complained about pasta, about cheese. Anything is just not as good as in Italy.
I'm tired already.
No, literally.
It's so prideful. Italians are so prideful.
Oh, like, shut up.
They're so prideful.
Like, shut up. Don't piss me off. She complained about the wine not being tasty enough. She got mad when I dared to order a cappuccino at 4 p.m. because we don't drink cappuccino after 12 p.m. I was just like, yeah, I drink whatever the hell I want at the time that I want.
Period.
Coffee was either too burnt or not hot enough. We went to Kohl's to do some shopping. Straight away complained about no authentic Italian pastas, and in the middle of the aisle decided to teach me how to properly say the name of each pasta.
Oh my God. So she's mansplaining.
Yeah.
And she's
Italian-splaining.
She's Italian-splaining.
How dare
you? Oh my gosh, she's actually not normal.
Yeah. We decided to cook at home today. Mind you, I am Asian. I love my spices and I love flavorful dishes. I decided to cook what I know best and did not think it would be a bad idea. She came and the first thing she said was, "Your house smells bad."
Oh.
In brackets, fish sauce. And she proceeded to ignore my dish and asked my husband to take her out for some lasagna. When she got back,
she asked her husband.
Her husband, yeah. Not her own husband. Her friend who is this girl's husband.
Okay. See, that's why when I get married, my husband better not have no damn girlfriends.
No, literally. Don't piss me off.
Because what the frick? I'm sorry.
Because now,
I'm against that shit.
Because now my husband's out there buying lasagna for some random woman that I don't like.
Like
Bruh. When she got back, she told me I should learn how to cook Italian dishes because it is not good for because it is not good for my husband to always eat fusion food. Online recipes are just stupid for straying away from the roots. What the F? I was so mad and did not mince words. I told her how arrogant and obnoxious to think Italian foods are the best and told her Italian is not the best. And we would not take her out for any Italian meals. She could go shopping for herself, cook it, and enjoy it alone. Sorry, but the ingredients would not be as good as in Italy. But she was in another country. Be grateful for what she could find. She cried and decided to leave early.
Yeah, deadass. I would take her to the steak.
No,
shame. She would be shamed.
Yeah. Take her to the freaking what is it called? The hanging tree.
Are you coming to the tree?
No, the place where they rocked Gail's shit. That's where they should have taken.
Because when when you're here to freaking experience a new country. You know you're not in Italy. So why the hell are you saying it's better in Italy? Go home.
Go home then. Go home then.
Please, I'm begging you, go home. Go effing home. That shit pissed me off. And you know what? They're talking about Italy has the best damn pasta. Then how about how you guys colonized Somalia and we made a better version?
And we made a better version than you. We do pasta better than you guys.
Yes. We took your bolognese pasta and we made it crazy. And what is it? Theirs tastes like water.
Yeah.
Idiot. Is this what it's like to hate a full culture? Yeah. But the thing is,
I don't like Italian.
I feel like this is a little racist of me. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like I'm being a little discriminatory
toward too
Italians because I'm generalizing the whole country. However, every video I've seen of a black girl going to Italy,
she's had a terrible experience.
Yeah. So why the hell should I care? Why should I care? They're so snobby. That's the word.
Yeah. Wait. Let me finish that.
Oh, it's not even done?
No, there's just one paragraph left.
Okay, go.
My husband tried to tell me that she is set in her ways. She does not travel that much at all. 60 years, and this is the second time she travels out of the country. The last time was to Germany, and it was well over 25 years ago. He told me maybe I should just say sorry to her just to smooth the situation. I refused. Told him if she cannot live without her Italian heritage for just a few weeks, there is no point for me to convince her to like me anyways. So am I the asshole? No.
First of all, she's 60 plus.
Yeah, she's 60 plus. Rock her shit.
Actually,
why are you I don't understand why he's bothering with her. Go home, okay? Go home. You Italians. Yeah, I'll generalize. I have a vendetta against Italians because they are my colonizers. I don't like you people, and I don't like how snobby you people are. Okay, hey, if you're one of the nice Italians,
we love you.
Good. No, we don't love you. We don't. Good for you. Good for you for being a decent person. Okay,
the bare minimum.
But don't tell me when it's time and not time for me to drink a cappuccino. Because I'll take this cappuccino, I'll throw it in your face.
No, literally, I'm actually angry. Like
you're actually so annoying.
Making me the most angriest.
No, I actually wouldn't.
And it's because it's an Italian that did the whole everything. What is wrong with you people?
Yeah, you're actually doing so much. First of all,
and mind you, we got our independence in 1970s.
No, literally.
So really, truly, how long ago did you guys colonize Somalia?
The cut hurts deep. It's still open. The wound is still open. Okay?
Literally.
You guys are evil. Okay? And the fact that you not only were like, oh, the Italian food is not as good here. Girl, you are in Australia. You're so far away from home. Obviously, the Italian food isn't going to be good. It isn't going to be up to par because you're not in the place where it originated from. Why don't you go back? Why don't you just not have Italian food when you're not in Italy if you're gonna complain so bad?
Yeah, and the fact that you don't even want to try foods outside of Italian food is what. But the thing is, I wish the person was in their 20s because then I could have been more angry. But for some reason, I always give elders a little pass.
No, that elder,
I kind of want to reel it back in a little bit because she's 60.
No, because
realistically, I could get. I don't know. An old person could say something racist to me. I'm like, they're old, and
No,
I go about my day.
I know, but the thing is, the fact that she's saying all these things like, "Oh, your food kind of smells like," so you're like, you're like on a like you're a true racist. Like you're like born and bred.
Yeah,
born and bred. Oh, anything that's outside of my culture or anything
so she
like
was
that.
probably there when the Somalia when we were colonized.
No, dead ass.
Oh my god, and that's why they hate Somali people too.
Yeah, and I don't trust them. I don't trust the Italians. I don't want to go to your country.
I still want to go to Venice because I want to experience Venice before it goes away because of global warming. I said I need to experience everywhere that is going to disappear soon. That was my... So F you, right. I should be rolled in with a red carpet into that country. Okay, no,
for what you guys did to me. Reparations.
No, literally.
And our Basta Ducat is better than anything you've ever made in your lives.
Fact that Somali people say borso and freaking sugo and freaking forget. How do you say forget? Forchetto.
We would always just...
That's how we call our forks, no?
We would always just say fork.
Oh, I also said fork in Italian.
Yeah.
You guys literally...
You guys are evil.
You guys are also taking away our language.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, but you have no room to stand on to start complaining about other people's culture.
No, literally.
Because I will beat you up. I don't care how old you are.
You go to the ring?
I don't care. I don't care if you're 10 years old. I don't care if you're 60 years old. You got a problem with my culture. You got a problem. You have this superiority complex. I'm gonna like, it's gonna wake up the sleeper agent in me. I'm gonna be like, colonizer! Boom! I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. I'd be like, I have to defend myself. I feel unsafe. I have no choice.
You literally something to possess.
No, I'm like, oh my god, they're coming.
And then you come back. Who did that?
And she's on the floor.
Oh my god, what
happened to you? Are you okay? Like, sorry, I couldn't help it. You triggered me. Reading this was so triggering.
No, I was actually like, I'm sweating because of how angry I am. That pissed me off.
Yeah.
Wow, because I hate a hater. I hate a hater.
Yeah.
Because what do you mean? Why are you hating that hard?
Because at this point, there's no hope for you. Go back to your country. Go back to your country.
No, because you only wants you here. Like 40 years left on this earth, and you're gonna spend those last 40 years hating.
Yeah.
Hating? Not even 40. 60 to 80 is 20 years. You got 20 years left, girl.
Yeah.
The time is clicking.
Yeah.
And you're going to spend it Haiti. That's crazy.
You got to go to Melbourne. Go to the beach, girl. Go do something normal. Just stop. First of all, what is killing me too is that she keeps complaining about the Italian food in Melbourne, but she keeps getting Italian food and refusing everything else. So just tell me you have because there's no way that every single meal that you have eaten since you've been there has been terrible. You actually just have bad taste and you've been brainwashed by your fellow Italians. You've been brainwashed. Because how about I tell you, Italian food, dead ass, is not even that good. Anytime someone's like, okay, we can go to this Italian restaurant, I'm like
cacio e pepe.
Okay, but that's just like cheesy pasta. It's not even that serious. It's not even that serious. Literally. You guys have this sort of like, oh my god, this cuisine. It's not that It's all good.
Just carbs. You guys all just eat carbs.
Like, it's actually not that special. Like, it's really not that special. No, and how about I tell you, American Italian pizza is better than anything I could get in that godforsaken country. A New York slice is better than anything your old Nona can make in the Italian countryside. She don't know how to make pizza. She don't know how to make real pizza. Don't piss me off. Your food actually is not that good. You've been brainwashed and you have no taste buds.
No, literally, because I'm sorry. They didn't give any sustenance.
Nothing.
They didn't add to the freaking food of the world. You guys didn't add. Because again, Somalia outranks you with your with the pasta bolognese.
Go to your Somali friend's house and have some pasta.
Basta. Oh.
Have some pasta.
Some sugo?
Ooh, have some pasta and just see how much better that is for you, for the soul.
No, literally.
But when I eat an Italian pasta, I can feel my ancestors' rage because of colonization.
Oh my God.
Because of the systems that you freaks implemented into our chill country. You guys came in and said death and destruction.
No,
you said
literally.
let's mess shit up, and then you had the audacity to have them re-traumatized in that country.
No,
You're sick.
That's crazy. And now we're in Canada.
And now we're in Canada. And now I can't even connect to my cultural heritage. I can't even touch the sands of my country. Because we're here.
We're here because of what?
I can't even go to the beach.
It was all your fault. It was all your fault. I can't even put my toes in the sand.
No, I can't even put my toes in the sand. And mind you, if I were to put my toes in the sand in Djibouti, there's probably a white man there. Oh my God.
Yeah.
There's probably a white man there. What are you doing there?
I thought, Somalia is the most homogenous, one of the homogenous countries in the world. But apparently, Djibouti, which is right next door, a lot of white people, a lot of Chinese people, a lot of, I think, Indian people.
Yeah.
And then Somali people.
Guys,
are we, is this bad that we don't want people to migrate into our country?
No, it's because it's the military. Get out of my country! Get out of there!
Also, I watches the news and the what's it called? I watches the news and she's like, the Somali people are talking about like the companies that they work for. The Chinese people, they're really getting their money in. One dude was complaining, and this dude he's complaining about his boss about how they want. Anyways, I need to show you more about that later.
Yeah, but that's actually crazy because actually I actually got really triggered by that.
No, literally,
I can't even.
I need to actually a breather a little bit.
I need a debrief. Okay.
I've been looking at that all day.
Guys, there's not one but two holes in my socks.
Yeah.
And that's because every time I wear cute socks, they're always like very thin socks. I'm used to wearing very thick socks, so I never rip holes in those ones. But these thin ones, I'm just rubbing up on my shoe and it creates a tear.
Yeah, and they're so cute too, guys.
Like, I know they're so freaking cute.
They're so cute.
Can I show you this foot? It's Christmas it's like winter Hello Kitty.
Yeah.
And it is in fact June 16th today. So
crazy. A winter summer? Huh?
Yeah.
A Christmas and summer?
Yeah.
Anyways.
But yeah, those were all the stories. I'm sweating a little bit. That was really stressful. Some of those stories really stressed me out.
Yeah, just the Italian one. That one really effing got me. That one.
If you are Italian, please stay away from me. Like, I'm not even joking.
I think that's what the moral of the story is.
Stay away from
just Italians.
Beware. Like, if you are Italian and you're very passionate about being Italian and you bring it up all the time, please do not talk to me.
About
it's like an Israeli being so passionate about being Israeli. Yeah. Girl, shut up. Shut up.
Pack it up. Stay in your damn country.
Yeah, pack it up and go back to whatever country you came from.
Yeah, literally. Or give your country to Palestine, period.
Give it up. Give it up for Palestine.
Wow, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
I think that was a great ending, actually.
Yeah. Anyways, new episode out every Sunday maybe.
Not this week, guys.
Not this week.
Oh wait, now when we posted this is gonna be next week, but not last week.
I have yet to edit the video that's supposed to be up before this.
It's fine.
Anyways, new episodes every week.
Also, I'm gonna be back on my A game for the TikTok clips and the Instagram clips coming after Wednesday, though.
After Wednesday. Yeah. You're almost free.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Comment down below what you thought about some of these posts.
Literally, none of you guys are no one's commenting.
No one's commenting. You guys are fake. You guys are fake.
We want discussion. You guys discussion, please. Yeah. I want to giggle and look at my phone.
Yeah, I want to have a good time. Please, I'm begging you.
Please.
But yeah. Follow us on all of our socials. Follow us on Spotify. Rate us 5 stars. Like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Wow.
That was such an easy one.
That Italian one was really stressful.